Just a bouncing around, taking a look at my hair, how messy it is. You know, that's one thing I'm good about being an outdoors jobs. I don't have to impress anybody, just me and floating around out here. So I don't have to worry about combing my hair and stuff, but actually once you have a stocking cap on, things get messed up. I'm out here in the field, I'm coming out to help Cole. He is putting in tile. Me and Cooper, we just got done doing some runaround stuff, and I forgot my camera, so we were off digging a grave, and I grabbed a different vehicle. And where's Cole at? I gotta find him. Let's see here. Tell you what, between Cole, Zach, Cooper, they've got a lot of tile done already. 40-foot spacings, every 40 foot, boom, tile. 40-foot tile. Oh, I'm just thinking about supper. It sounds like Mama Cornstar is making taco dip, and that stuff is so good. Cole said he wanted a drink of water, and then I forgot to bring my gloves out with me. Oh, let's see here, throw this in there. Tell you what, though, I'm glad we got, just talking to different people around that have the tile plows, trying to put them on small tractors. A lot of times they'll do good, but they're getting some hard spots. The tractor's too light, and she'll just sit there and spin. Cole was just showing me when they've been dropping the rolls off. It don't happen very often, but if there's hard corn stalks, wanting to put a rip in them. So sometimes we got to cut them out. Well, we're going to try to unroll a little bit of this in case we got to fix that little hole. Something we haven't had happen very much, but a couple times. I like that tractor. I really like that tractor. Tractor has around 600 horse, and she's weighted up. All right, we're gonna run down to the Cummins, look for a few parts, but hey, we're gonna take the Ranger. Sounds like in a few more days, temperature's gonna drop. We're gonna get down there where if the ground starts freezing, we're gonna have to quit. So let's hope we get some really nice. Oh, I see what Cole did. He put the put the Ranger on the pipe. Smart way to do it. Smart way to do it. All right. We were just talking about these Rangers this morning. Kind of a handy little thing. Boy, they just want way too much money for these little things for toys. When I look at it, they're handy, they're nice, don't get me wrong, but for what they cost, they should be like a little tank and last for a long time. And I've talked to some guys with 4,000 miles on them replacing the motors already, and it's like, really? So that's what you guys always call your kids the wrong name before you get to the right name. I do it all the time. But Cole actually just cut out that one piece that I showed you that had the rip in it from the corner stalks. So now we're gonna put this little adapter, hook them together. We learned the other night, somehow we missed one and we didn't have it taped very good, and once it started up to the machine we seen it, but it was too late, boom, came apart. So you'd rather put some good tape on it than have to dig back underground and put it together under there. Well, we're ready to cut the line. And how far do you cut back?
So I go with my bumper at the edge of my boundary.
Yeah.
You come right to the back of the tile cart.
Okay, and that'll leave enough for pulling.
Yep. And that's about perfect.
Perfect.
Be careful you set your knife down because it's super easy to lose.
Oh, I bet.
If I throw it in, I just put it right by the end of my pipe. But then when you throw this up, make sure that you tuck it through like that.
Keep it from unwinding.
Yep.
I do got two more brand new knives, but I figured if we don't need them, we don't need them. But if something happens to one, we got spares. It's always important. Every morning I get up, I go down to the kitchen table, I eat my breakfast and drink my milk, look at my little dog in the face. But lately, I've noticed her breath and it's not as cute as her pretty little face looking at me. So I started doing a bunch of digging around, research, and I found out that around 80% of dogs by age 3 may experience dental disease. Plaque and tartar doesn't only affect their teeth, it can affect their overall health. Most dogs don't get enough vitamins. That is why we started using Better Wild. Better Wild, it's not only vitamins, it is dental multivitamins. And the nice thing is, it's soft, chewy supplements. It's very easy for the dog to eat. All natural ingredients like kelp, green tea, cranberry, peppermint oil, which helps freshen their breath and ease the plaque buildup on their teeth. And there are also essential vitamins like A, D, and B and E. It also has a unique blend of wolf probiotics, which can help balance their gut. This is actually inspired by how wolves maintain strong teeth and strong guts. Not only does Better Wild help, but it's going to make their breath smell a lot cleaner, so you'll want your puppy nice and close to you. But I am going to, if you guys are interested in it, I'm going to put the code down below. It's right here on the screen for you, and it even stacks with subscription pricing. And thank you for Better Wild for sponsoring today's video. All right, take a look, take a look. We're gonna start tiling here in a minute, guys. I'll show you how this kind of works. We got Cole going up in the pitcock, and then he'll get things ready, and we're ready to run another. We're gonna be ready to run another line hopefully here pretty soon. We're hoping in about 3 days to be done out here. I don't know what it is. Just gonna look totally different because these fields here, there's a lot of really nice spots that produce really good, but then there's some spots that are soured from water, and then other spots that just need to be tiled. I gotta move the Ranger, it's in the way here. Thought maybe you could run it over, but we don't want to have to call the insurance man and say, hey, guess what, we ran over the Ranger. Would not be good. I do have to admit, this is a lot different than when I was a kid running around helping my dad tile. I did not enjoy it at all. But we're picking a really good year to get started doing this too, so that kind of makes a big difference too. Find a good spot to cross over here. Evel Knievel, here we come at a slow speed. But it's kind of getting the end of the season. Weather's going to change soon, so I think everybody's just getting tired, ready to do something else. Look at them Goodyear tires. I was kind of surprised this morning. I looked at one of our 8-inch, one of the mains, and it had a nice stream of water running through it already. Let's go ahead and get the next tile ran out. Kind of get it ready for Cole, so when he gets back, try to make up a little time. Me and Cooper are off doing a grave a little bit ago, so he's been running around by himself. That's a lot more in and out, stringing and everything else. Not really what you want to do. But we made work what works, and what worked, it worked out. That's one thing with tile I think we've kind of learned. Don't try to race. Let the tractor just do its job, 1.5 miles per hour or whatever. I'm sure we could probably go faster, no doubt. But then you're jerking things around, and just let her run steady. Let her run steady. I don't know if you can, oh, if I found the hole, that wasn't very smart of me. There's an 8-inch main It's kind of nice to make the 8-inch green so we can see it. All right, we'll pull a piece of that over here and show you how it works. See if I can run over the end. To hold it so we're pulling, we don't take it with us. Had to jump in the hole and put some weight on the pipe quick. It was wanting to pull a little bit, but once you get going, boom, you're good. Oh. The guys that do this for a living or do it all the time, I know one thing, they probably know a lot of shortcuts that we don't know, but we're going to learn along the way, and some of them we'll probably never learn until somebody tells us some of the shortcuts. It is kind of interesting though how we all learn different things, and sometimes somebody tells you something like, hey, did you ever think about doing it this way? That's why I read the comments. Because sometimes people tell me stuff and they're like, done it for 30, 40 years this way, never thought about that. So sometimes the advice you guys give us through the comments, I really appreciate them, and that's why I read them, because things like this, some of you guys probably know some shortcuts, or even maybe never done it, but see something we're doing like, hey, did you ever think about doing it this way? So thank you guys for the comments, because I do read them and I appreciate every one of them. So let's get back to work. I don't know if you can see this, but Cole is backing the tile plow back up to the next hole. What it's doing, he's got the satellite somewhere out here sending stuff to the brain, telling it how to recalibrate itself, what degrees the ground is. So when he's pulling the next line, make sure it always keeps the right pitch so the water runs back down to our main. There she goes. Take a look at this. Isn't that kind of something how that works? And the whole time the pipe is getting put down in the ground. So like I said, every 40 feet there's a pipe here, meaning tile, with little holes in it for the water to go down. If we start getting saturated out here, it'll go down to the pipe, go down to the main, and get the heck out of here. You can see how this works. This is the end of the tile. It's going to pull itself up and in. There it goes. Then we got a plug at the very end. I ran out of tile, it looks like. So I'll have to get a new roll. I probably should stay out there and keep tiling with the boys, but it sounds like my son-in-law, hey, what's that cord go to? My son-in-law, my daughter, our daughter, Summer's coming over. Jay just did the Iron Man here not too long ago, and we want to hear all about it. But the boys want to keep pulling tile. We only probably got maybe 3 good days of going, and then the weather's going to change. So maybe if we had 2 really good days, 3 days probably, we could get done with what we want to tile. So they're going to keep running, but I want to come up and spend some time with Mama Cornstar, Summer, and Jay, and hear all about the exciting run. And I couldn't imagine running. Well, it started out 2.6 miles swimming. As the little piranhas are chasing around the water, you got to keep moving. You got to get to the finish line. So then you get to the finish line on the 2.6 miles. You jump out. You rip off your swimming trunks, whatever, and then you jump on your bicycles and you ride 110 miles with sand and everything else, bugs plastering you as you're riding, your mind is just, and you go the 110 miles and then you jump off your bikes and you start running and you run 26 miles. So, whoo, I hate to say it, but I almost drive down to the mailbox. If I had a mailbox, I would probably drive down and pick up my mail. So, I couldn't imagine running all that, but we're very, very proud of Jay, and we're proud of everybody that did the race, and even if you didn't finish it, who cares? But Jay did make it, and I don't remember what his time was, 14 hours and 24 minutes or something like that, and I could not imagine pushing the body that long, that hard. So really proud of you, Jay, but I'm going to shut down now so I can get up to the house, clean up. They're coming over for supper, and then I can hear all about the trip.